There's been an increase in piracy. Now, I'm not talking about off of the coast of Africa like we've heard about in Somalia. This is off the coast of Venezuela, and it's a growing threat linked to the country's political and economic problems, and the drug cartels are taking advantage of the political instability. RT correspondent John Huddy has this story from Miami.
Modern-day piracy has been really synonymous with criminal gangs operating off the African coast, attacking and hijacking ships in hotspots like the Gulf of Aden, as highlighted in movies such as Captain Phillips. But now there are increasing incidents of piracy in the Caribbean, notably off the coasts of Venezuela, Trinidad, and Tobago. Dr. Jamie Goodall is an assistant professor of history at Stevenson University in Maryland and an expert on piracy.
Much of what's happening in the Caribbean right now is pretty directly linked to what's happening in Latin America as a whole, specifically Venezuela. And so I would say that the political and economic instability of Venezuela is what's contributing to any rise in incidents.
Oceans Beyond Piracy reports that in 2017, the number of overall incidents in the Latin American and Caribbean region increased more than 160% compared to 2016, indicating the, quote, opportunistic nature of actors in the region. That includes drug traffickers pushing cocaine and heroin through the Caribbean pipeline. The United Nations Office of Drug and Crime shows that in the mid-1980s, more than 75% of the cocaine bound for the United States was seized in the Caribbean, and a lot of it was coming through the port of Miami. Well, by 2010, the numbers were reversed, with only 10% of cocaine seized in the Caribbean and more than 80% in Central America. But now, with the Trump administration's crackdown on the Mexican cartels and the flow of drugs through Central America and Mexico, the Caribbean is seeing a resurgence in drug trafficking. The Maritime Herald links the increase in piracy off the coasts of Venezuela and Trinidad to drug cartels in Venezuela clearing trafficking routes to the Caribbean. This past June, U.S. Customs and Border Protection seized more than $1 billion worth of cocaine from this ship at this Philadelphia port that started in South America and passed through the Caribbean.
What we're seeing in 2018, 2019 particularly are attacks against tankers, whether those are oil tankers, chemical tankers, container ships. Those seem to be the high targets. And also fishing vessels. I know some of the recent attacks that have come in the news, those are against fishing vessels in which they're kidnapping and ransoming the individuals on board.
Modern-day pirates of the Caribbean who show no signs of letting up. For RT, John Huddy.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.